Elephants, with their immense size and remarkable intelligence, have long been revered as some of the smartest creatures on Earth. Their cognitive abilities are astonishing, often likened to those of humans due to their capacity for memory, emotion, and even empathy. This story, set in the lush forests of Thailand, captures the incredible bond that can form between humans and these majestic animals, demonstrating that the connection goes far beyond mere words. But hey, before we dive into the story, do yourself a favor and pause the video right now. Go hit that like button and let's see if we can make this video reach 1,000 likes. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to your favorite story channel. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest and weirdest stories. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming your way. Now, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we take you on an unforgettable ride. Don't forget to engage with us in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Without further ado, let's dive right in. In the heart of Thailand, amidst the dense greenery, a heartwarming encounter took place that left everyone who witnessed it in awe. The central figure in this event was an elephant, a gentle giant with a towering presence and a soulful gaze. The elephant's unexpected actions brought back memories of an event that had taken place over a decade ago, rekindling a story of compassion, healing, and the enduring power of memory. Dr. Michael Reynolds, a veterinarian with a deep love for wildlife, had dedicated his life to the care and preservation of animals, especially elephants. For years, he had worked with various conservation programs, lending his expertise to save these creatures from poachers, diseases, and other dangers that threatened their existence. His work often brought him into close contact with elephants, but there was one particular encounter that stood out, a memory that resurfaced on a quiet afternoon 12 years later. The story began on a sweltering summer day deep in the forest. Dr. Reynolds was leading a team of researchers on an expedition to monitor the health of local wildlife. As they navigated through the dense underbrush, a faint sound reached their ears, a distressed call, unmistakably from an elephant. Following the sound, they stumbled upon a sight that tugged at their hearts. A young elephant, barely past its adolescence, lying on the forest floor, clearly in pain. The elephant was in a dire state. Its eyes were clouded with pain, its body weakened by a parasitic disease known as sleeping sickness. The disease, common in tropical regions, was deadly if not treated in time. The elephant's face was swollen, its body covered in sores, and it was clear that the creature was fighting for its life. Without hesitation, Dr. Reynolds sprang into action. He and his team quickly administered emergency treatment to stabilize the elephant, but they knew that more intensive care was required. Arrangements were made to transport the elephant to a wildlife rescue center where it could receive the medical attention it desperately needed. At the rescue center, the battle for the elephant's life began in earnest. Dr. Reynolds, along with a dedicated team of veterinarians and caretakers, worked around the clock to treat the elephant. The road to recovery was long and fraught with challenges. The elephant underwent surgery, was given antibiotics, and received nutrient infusions to help it regain its strength. Day by day, the team watched over the elephant, tending to its wounds and ensuring that it received the best possible care. As the weeks turned into months, a remarkable bond began to form between Dr. Reynolds and the elephant. Despite its suffering, the elephant responded to the kindness and care it received, slowly beginning to trust the humans who were helping it. Dr. Reynolds, who had always respected these magnificent animals, found himself deeply moved by the connection he was forming with this particular elephant. Finally, after months of dedicated care, the day came when the elephant was strong enough to be released back into the wild. It was a bittersweet moment for Dr. Reynolds and his team. They had grown attached to the elephant, but they knew that it belonged in the wild, free to roam as nature intended. On a clear, sunny morning, they escorted the elephant back to the very spot where it had been found. With a final, gentle nudge from Dr. Reynolds, the elephant walked away, disappearing into the forest. Years passed and life moved on. Dr. Reynolds continued his work, saving countless animals and advocating for wildlife conservation. The memory of the young elephant remained with him, a reminder of the impact that kindness and compassion could have. He often wondered what had become of the elephant, but with the passage of time, the memory became one of many in his long career. Then, one day, while monitoring a group of wild elephants, Dr. Peter Lang, a fellow veterinarian and close friend of Dr. Reynolds, made an astonishing discovery. Among the herd was a mature elephant that seemed to stand out from the rest. Dr. Lang, who had been present during the rescue years ago, recognized the elephant immediately. It was the same elephant that Dr. Reynolds had saved all those years ago. Dr. Lang quickly contacted Dr. Reynolds, urging him to come and witness the extraordinary reunion. When Dr. Reynolds arrived, he could hardly believe his eyes. The elephant, now fully grown and healthy, approached him with a familiarity that was both touching and remarkable. The creature extended its trunk, gently wrapping it around Dr. Reynolds in a gesture that was unmistakably one of recognition and gratitude. Tears welled up in Dr. Reynolds' eyes as he reached out to touch the elephant. The years melted away, and in that moment it was as if time had stood still. The bond that had been forged so long ago had not been forgotten. The elephant remembered the man who had saved its life, and in its own way, it was expressing its thanks. The reunion was captured on camera, and the footage quickly spread across the internet, touching the hearts of people around the world. The story of the elephant and the veterinarian became a symbol of the deep connections that can form between humans and animals, connections that transcend time and space. As the story gained attention, it also served as a reminder of the importance of conservation and the need to protect these incredible creatures. Elephants, with their immense intelligence and capacity for emotion, are more than just animals. They are beings capable of forming lasting memories and relationships. The story didn't end with the reunion. Dr. Reynolds continued his work with even greater passion, inspired by the experience. He knew that his efforts were not in vain, that every life saved was a life that mattered. And for the elephant, the encounter served as a reminder that not all humans are a threat, that there are those who care, who will go to great lengths to protect and preserve the natural world. In the years that followed, the story of Dr. Reynolds and the elephant became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of kindness and the enduring bonds that can form between species. It was a story that reminded the world that every act of compassion has the potential to change lives, for both humans and animals alike. As for the elephant, it continued to thrive in the wild, living the life it was meant to live, but always carrying with it the memory of the man who had shown it such extraordinary care. And perhaps, in its own way, it knew that it was not alone, that somewhere out there, someone remembered it just as fondly.